USA! 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 Hey guys, welcome to This Week in Sports. I'm Sean. So as you guys notice, I'm a little nation. I got my pride going for my nation. They did lose to Costa Rica, which I spoke about last week. I spoke about the game, and they ended up losing that game. It was a tight one. They ended up losing. Can't have all the dominoes fall your way, but they were on a 12-game winning streak up until that game, so they've been playing really well. And it was a good sign coming this past Tuesday when they were going to play Mexico, that even though they lost the Costa Rica game, they've been playing very well. They ended up playing in Mexico here. It was a home game, and they pulled out the victory 2-0. I guess that's what they call it in soccer these days. So 2-0, they won. They clinched their berth in the World Cup next year in Brazil. And so this makes me a very happy camper. I'm really excited to see what they could do from now until the World Cup. If they could continue to tweak their strategies, their game, the way they play the game, the players that they put in different positions, and hopefully they could build something, get something going. So when they hit the World Cup in 2014 next year in Brazil, they'll be full steam ahead, and hopefully they could win the thing, because it would be really nice to have them win this. It's been a long time. A lot of foreign teams have won it, and it'd be nice to see the U.S. bring it back here. So I don't know how you guys feel about Ndamukong Suh, but he was fined again $100,000 for a chop block he committed on an interception return. The chop block drew a flag. It brought the TD back, so it was a turnover and downs, but no touchdown. $100,000. He's been fined in his whole career so far. He's been fined $383,000. That's a lot of money. He plans to appeal the fine for $100,000, and he said that he will never change his game. He's always going to play tough and play hard. I don't know how you guys view him. I still am trying to get my head wrapped around certain things. There are certain things he's done that have looked a lot dirtier than other things he's done. The stomp. That is like an emotional thing he did. It wasn't so much of a dirty play where you're poking a dude's eyeball under his face mask. It was an emotional thing after everything happened in that play. The kick where he got fined last year, Matt Schaub, it wasn't called. They would throw a penalty on it, but it was fined for it. To be honest with you, I can imagine his face was literally in the ground. His foot got caught on something on Schaub's jersey area, and I can imagine him shaking his leg because he thinks that some guy's holding on to it because it got caught on his jersey. So I can see where that happens. You also have where he took Jake Holm down, and I think it was a preseason game, and turned and slammed him by his head. That's a mixture of the two. It's emotion and dirty play because he had him by the head. So that's a way to look at that one. And then this one, to be honest with you, I really don't think this is a dirty play. I think that it was in the flow of the game, and it didn't click in his head that that's against the rules. So there are plays that he's did that have been like severe end of the spectrum. Then there's other plays that are not so far there. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Is Suh a dirty player? Do you guys think he is? Are all these penalties that he's personal fouls that he's been fined for, are they all in his head and he's doing them knowingly, or is it just part of the game that he's playing, and he's playing 100%? Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. So more big drama in NCAA. There are 5 reported players, 4 former, 1 current, in the SEC that have taken money over the last couple years. The 5 of them are DJ Fluker, Tyler Bray, Maurice Couch, Fletcher Cox, and Champ Bumpfist. So what the story goes that Yahoo Sports reported is that a middleman, Luther Davis, he used to be an Alabama defensive lineman as well. He used to be a player for Alabama as well as DJ Fluker. He was the middleman who would get money from agents or other figures, and he would disperse it to the players. They were getting everything from thousands of dollars to hundreds of dollars. Rent money, money for a new bedroom set, all kinds of cool things, hotels, flights, whatever you could think of. The amount calculated to about a total of $45,500, give or take. And so now you have a lot of this he said, she said stuff, especially from this investigative journalism that was conducted by Yahoo Sports. So now you have this person's word versus all these people's words. There were Yahoo was able to scoop up some text messages that confirm what happened, what was said, what was bought, what was discounted. They were able to find receipts, invoices, all kinds of information. So the only thing is now is that the NCAA is going to follow through with this and investigate it themselves as well. this would cause retroactive punishments to some of the schools, and in fact 2 of the schools are already on probation because of other NCAA violations. Mississippi State and Tennessee, they're both already serving, they're already on probation because of NCAA rule violations. So this is a big mess it's like snowballing, versus the Johnny Football thing, and now this is coming out. I mean, it's just either we need to start playing college athletes, or we need to start compensating them in some way, or the NCAA needs to stop, taking all the money for this, because it's just like they did with Johnny Manziel when they were accusing him of all this stuff, but then they were selling his jersey with his number and everything on their website. So it's kind of like hypocrite type stuff that NCAA does. So hopefully they will follow up with this, and hopefully they can sort this whole thing out, and if there were any rule violations, they're going to have to put forth those punishments, and we'll see what happens. I mean, this is a big story, really big story. Stay tuned. So in funny news, the rest of this news for this week in sports is going to be pretty funny and comical. Russell Wilson and Colin Kaepernick are playing this week, Sunday Night Football, game of the week. They have a bet going, and their bet is that whoever loses has to shave their eyebrows. So this is going to be pretty interesting. What I'm really hoping is that the person who loses really does shave their eyebrows. That would be the best thing ever, and it'd be really cool. As you know, they do have a Madden 25 commercial out together right now. It's actually really funny. I'll put a link down below to that. Really good, and this kind of rivalry, I think it could actually bring more positive attention to the NFL. It's not quite possibly the rivalries of old, where the teams hate each other. But it's a good little nice friendly rivalry where they're going to push each other even more and more, so the games are going to be better, so that we win, you know what I mean? So this is going to be a good one. Second bit of funny news, Dennis Rodman had a press conference on his return from North Korea this past week. It was Monday, I think it was, and he answered questions on a litany of subjects. He's going to possibly coach the North Korean Olympic team. He's hoping to throw 2 games in North Korea starting next year on January 8th, which is Kim Jong-un's birthday. He's hoping to get players like Scottie Pippen and Karl Malone to go play with him out there and play a game. And he's also commented on some political stuff. Reporters asked him about a U.S. citizen who is being held for 15 years for acts against North Korea. At least that's what they say. And so they were asking him, did you talk to Kim about that? And he said, why don't you go ask Barack Obama if he's talked to Kim about that, or why don't you talk to Dennis Rodman? I'm important. It's just crazy. It was like almost like a little Kardashian meltdown on this press conference. If I can, I'll put a link to the audio down below, and so you guys get a better picture of all the stuff that he was talking about. And the last bit of news, not really funny news, but the last bit of sports news is what's coming up this weekend. You have the Floyd Money Mayweather versus the Canelo Alverez fight for the belt this Saturday. It's going to be a good one. I'm not a big fan of Mayweather because I'm not a big fan of his style. Not because of who he is, but not a fan of his style. He's a big counter fighter. So I expect a good fight out of the two, and I'm really going to be enjoying it all the way through. Let me know what you guys think. Who's going to win? What round? TKO? Split decision? Unanimous decision? What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below. So that's it for this week in sports, guys. Remember to click the like, share, subscribe buttons down below. Leave your comments, questions, inquiries. Share this with your friends, family, and let's get this conversation started off right. We'll see you next time.